Hey folks, welcome back to Harris Family Homestead. It is a hot one. It is just hot. We're well, our Houdini chicken. We thought it was gone for sure, but she's been coming back, hanging out with the other chickens, trying to get with them. She's been hanging out on the other. Oh, see, right there. There she goes. She's getting closer, so we can just get her. That would be awesome. Our other chickens are doing pretty good. I think we still need to get in there and clean it out. Looks like they need some water, so get them some water today and get them all going again. We had one egg so far this morning, so that was good. I think Jackson was saying we're getting about 3 eggs a day out of them right now. I think one of them isn't laying yet, so that one should be laying here pretty soon. And if we ever get old Houdini, it's just out there strutting around like it owns the whole place. But yeah, chickens are doing good. Our garden is basically done. I think Charlotte's getting some still getting some cucumbers off of there, but the tomatoes, we didn't get not one tomato this year, so that was a little sad there. Buddy Shane, he was saying that he was getting his fall garden going, so hadn't really set up anything for a fall garden before, so we may look into that here in the next couple of weeks or so. So I had one more payment to do on my truck, and I paid that all. I paid it yesterday, and I was sitting there. We was watching a movie last night, and after the movie was over, I was like, well, I just want to, just for clarity, I was like, I just want to make sure that it says 0 on my account. So I looked on my account. I said I still owed, $150 or something like that. I was like, that ain't right. That is not right at all. So I was pretty upset about that. So me and Kylie here went up there today and told Kylie she's going to be my enforcer, be my backup, so that way I didn't get too angry with them up there. So we get up there and it's talking to the lady, and I was like, I need to know exactly what I owe on my truck. And she's like, okay, I'll tell you what it is for today. I was like, no, I need the full gambit of exactly what I owe, because what I'm being told and what it's showing is two completely different things. So she took her a couple minutes and she pulled up my account and everything like that, and she was like, you owe us 31 cents. I was like, 31 cents is what I owe you. Like, you wouldn't, it wouldn't let me pay more on the account. It said, oh, you exceeded the amount or whatever it was. Like, I had to pay the exact amount. So 31 cents. So I handed her a $1 bill, and oh, no. We can't take a $1 bill. We don't have change. What? Okay. So I had Kylie staying there while I ran out to the truck, and I found 31 cents, and I was like, there you go. There's 31 cents. Exactly. And she was like, okay, perfect. Gave me took the lien off, everything like that, and truck is 100% paid off. So we don't owe nothing else on the truck. We're pretty happy about that. So we will be able to save some money there. Of course, naturally, you know that you're paying off something, and you're like, oh, that's money I'm saving there, and naturally you start thinking of, ooh, well, I can buy this now. I can buy that. It's happened. We haven't bought nothing yet, but we're gonna be saving for we're hoping for a golf cart. We had a golf cart years ago, and at the time we just couldn't afford to put a new engine in it and everything like that, so I sold it to couple teenagers, and they're like, yeah, we'll take it. So ever since then, we've been really missing our golf cart. So that's going to be our next possible purchase. We've also been looking at some John boats to go fishing off of, even just to kind of putt around out there on the lake a little bit over in some of these coves where it's not too busy. So yeah, we're just happy that the truck's paid off, so that's money in our pockets right now. So one less payment a month. Not trying to brag, but hey, that's always a great feeling. If anybody's ever had, a car payment or a house payment or land or whatever that you're making payments on, and you finally get to the end of it, that's always a happy moment. You're like, all right, finally all this is done, clean and clear, so I'm really happy right now. That made my weekend right there. I started off kind of angry this morning with it, and then now that pressure's off. I'm really happy. So it was a good turn of events, I should say. So yeah, we're gonna kind of see what the weekend brings. Jillian's out floating down a river in Missouri, Arkansas, somewhere right there on the border, and we just kind of putting around at the house right now. We got trash to take, and really about it. I don't really want to get out and finish my weed eating or anything, because like I said, it's hot. We've been sitting out here for what, 30-40 minutes now, and yeah, we're already ready for the AC. It's a little brutal. We're ready for fall. We're fall and winter people. So, Oklahoma heat, we're just kind of like, we ain't too big fans of that. But yeah, we'll keep you guys posted on how and what we do on this weekend. Hopefully we'll get something going. It may be a little bit darker shots, because we'll probably wait till evening time whenever it starts cooling down, when that sun's about to set. So, but yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. See you in a little bit. Hey folks, so we had quite a few cucumbers from the garden that was kind of not really getting used too much. So my wife decided to experiment a little bit, and she made some homemade pickles. You got the other drawer? Mm-hmm. We got some spears and some cut up ones. They actually turned out really good. For the first time making them, yeah, it's not too bad. I think we've got a new thing we're going to start trying to do a little bit more of. Probably have to get some of those actual pickling cucumbers. Oh, yeah. Try those too. But yeah, we give you guys a little update. It's pretty good. She put all the ingredients, all fresh ingredients, the dills from her little herb garden, cucumbers, and I think the only thing that's store-bought in here is basically salt and vinegar. Right, vinegar? Distilled white vinegar. Distilled white vinegar. But yeah, it's pretty good. Fresh, as she put it in the fridge for about a week. Technically it's a day early, but I don't think it's gonna hurt nothing. It'll be still sitting in there pickling a little bit longer anyways. So, but yeah, it's pretty good. We like this. If you guys got cucumbers and stuff, try it out. Simple little thing, not too hard to make. Just gotta be patient and let it sit there and pickle. So, but yeah, we'll holler at y'all here after a while. See ya. Hey folks, I was sitting inside and noticed that the wind was blowing pretty decently. Not bad, but it wasn't blowing at all earlier. So then we looked outside and it was like, oh look, it's raining. It feels amazing out here right now. We could have felt like this all day. Oh, it would have been a whole different ball game. It don't seem too bad. Hopefully it don't get real humid afterwards. It feels great right now. Oh, Jackson's still got we're still borrowing Buddy Shane's trap. Houdini's been hanging out by the cages. I showed you all that earlier. So I told him to take the trap and move it over there by it. So they put some food and water out there, so we're kind of hoping Houdini gets in there. So, but yeah, oh man, it feels great. I think if it stays like this, Jackson was talking about wanting to go on a walk. So, yeah, if it stays like this, we may end up doing a little bit of walking. Yeah, nasty looking spider up there. That's taking care of some of the bugs, but as long as it don't bite me, I'm all right. But yeah, I thought I'd just kind of show you guys how it's. Not storming, but it's decent rain. Ooh, coming down pretty good right now. A little bit heavier once you get out there in it. It does feel good out here. So, yeah, quick little update. Like I said, if we can stay like this, we may all end up going on a walk just to get out of the house for a little bit. But we'll have to go check the radar, see how long it's going to be. So we'll tie in with y'all here in a little bit. Hey folks, we're on a Sunday morning right now. It feels pretty good right now. I think it's supposed to probably get a little bit warmer later. I'm probably gonna try to start with this mess here. Try to get the last little bit of weed eating I needed done. I don't know if you can see that. Little hawk right there. Better not be after my chicken. I'll be after that raccoon. I don't know if you can hear it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get some of this weed eating done this morning before it starts getting too hot. And me and my wife was talking. We were talking about our garden, or the lack of the garden. We're gonna. My ideas, it gets the best of me, but we still have quite a bit of property line that we can kind of push back over there. And even we can go back a little bit. But I started looking, Shane gave me that fencing, which I'm still going to use. I think I'm going to do our garden. Plan is to do the garden slightly different next year. What we're hoping to do is, we found a greenhouse online. I think it was like, I can't even remember now. It was under $300, but it was had like 8 foot tall walls, and then it peaked up at the top. It had like windows that you could open up at the top, and then it had a big main door. I want to say it was 8 foot tall by 8 foot wide by 10 feet long. So 8 by 10 roughly. So I was looking at that, and I was kind of showing her a little bit of that, and I was like, we could do it a little bit different. I was like, then, theoretically, we could have a year-round garden. Because I got power to the workshop here, or work trailer is what we call it. So I can run power out there to it when you have lights and stuff like that. I've been meaning to all summer. I just have yet to get around to it. I need to hook up, get up underneath the house and cut the water line and add our outside water spigot, so we can hook up to a water hose. So when I get that done, we could, for now, temporarily, we can run the water hose over and just have that to where we can, fill up buckets or whatever and water the garden. But we figured, what I'm thinking is, we could do all the smaller stuff on the inside. We could put our tomato plants, some of our peppers, stuff that doesn't go like vine out and everything like that in the greenhouse, and then we can kind of expand in there what we want. And sorry, my shoulders are killing me, so if it's a little shaky right now, I kind of tweaked my back earlier. Put that in there, and then what we're going to do is out here we'll use that fencing, and we'll fence that around. And thinking about doing electric fence around the top of it, try to deter some of the raccoons. My neighbor, that's what he's got on his, and it seems to be working really good for him. So but anyways, we're thinking on the outside here, doing the cattle panels and like arching them. And she's wanted to do green beans, peas, obviously cucumbers. We're gonna try probably quite a few different cucumbers, since we did the pickling on the one. That was pretty good, so that's definitely gonna be some of our deals there. And she was even saying, with everything getting so expensive now, the more that we can try to grow here, I told her, I was like, I'm all for it. I mean, it's gonna cost us more on the upfront, but in the long run, it'll help out. Start getting into more canning and stuff like that. I did tell her, I was like, we need to clean that kitchen a little bit more. We had stuff piled up on the island there where it's just kind of like a catch-all. It's got papers. It's it's just a catch-all. You know how it is. You throw something there, and the next thing you know, it's still there. But we're gonna try to do some not really cooking tutorials, but some of the stuff that she does with her homemade pizza and her calzones, and when she starts doing some more of the pickling of the pickles. But yeah, that's kind of the idea right now. I'm kind of trying to narrow it down a little bit more. I was kind of looking at maybe turning that whole area into just a greenhouse, but I don't think that'd be too much. Too much of a pain, if you know what I mean. So we'll just use this as the outside portion. Try our hand at different things out here. Definitely, we're starting to get a list of how we're wanting to go about it next year. This year, we're just kind of in the planning stages right now. We've had an idea what we were wanting to do beginning of the year. Then, like everything, it changes. So we're going to do that. And then out here be kind of some of our experimental gardening. I want to try my hand at onions again. We didn't do so good last year with them. Do some onions. I really want to try potatoes. We did that one year, but we didn't do it right. I've seen some stuff, the towers that you could do. You plant your potatoes, and then as they grow, you just kind of keep piling it up higher and higher. So we want to try that. Anything that we can try to grow out here that we eat, or that goes into other foods. Like I want to get her a better herb garden going. She had dill this year, parsley, something else. I can't remember what else. I think basil. I think she had basil out here. We want to try that a little bit more. Try to get some more, I guess, kind of like medical stuff. Nah, that's kind of the wrong way of saying it. Medical, like aloe. Plants like that. You peel off one of those aloe deals and put it on a sunburn and stuff like that. But yeah, if you can't kind of tell, I'm a little excited about it because we think we can do it. In the back here, I'll take you over here. kind of what I'm thinking. Probably wait till fall or winter. These are the worst shoes to have on when it's wet still. But it's 8 by 10, and Houdini's out. So 8 by 10 is what I'm thinking is right in here. Kind of it goes back a little ways. We'll go over here. Maybe I can get a better span. Ah, thorns. It's right here at this tree. Right there, this little skinny one. It's got a little pink ribbon on it. That's the edge of our property. So then it goes back this way towards ours. So I've got a good area here. All this right here, I'm thinking that we can, I can more or less take all this out and build up a, you know, I think I got a good little area here that I could take out and basically build a platform for that greenhouse. With it being an 8 by 10, I can dig some posts, put those in there, and just build a good base floor for it. And then just put that greenhouse on top of it. It comes in as a kit, I believe. So, you know, get it all that ready, order it, have it delivered, and then have that go up that way. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool, just putting all that over there. And then, like I said, we'll figure out which way we want it to face. Because in the summertime, it'll get a lot of sun right there. In the mornings, not so much, you can tell. It's probably almost 9 right now. So this whole area is still pretty shaded in the mornings. But as it gets to about noon or 10 or 11, it starts to get real sunny right there. Then it stays sunny in that area for a lot of the day. So like I said, that greenhouse that we found, really like it. So I like it, I should say. I haven't showed my wife. I kind of told her about it, but I didn't really show her. So we'll discuss that, and then, you know, with that, you know, I'll have a little bit of a, I'll build it bigger than what's required. I'll have to look at the specs and everything like that. I'd say I'd like to build it bigger. Really, I think as long as I have the edges, because it can anchor down to those. So what I would do is just kind of build it just big enough to put that on there, and then anchor it down to the sides, and then have a kind of a front deck, you know, where we can store some stuff right there. So that's the plan for the garden. Chickens, we got to put them in a little bit bigger area. Like I said, I think I'm hoping that'll be the first project as the chickens, because I want to get them in a little bit better housing, slightly out of the elements a little bit. Get them where they can go roost up and they'll be dry. They stay pretty dry right there the way that we have them set up. They've got trees blocking quite a bit, but I know it gets hot in there with that being metal on the top. But they got good airflow, so I'm not too worried about them. Right now, in the wintertime, that's when I'll slightly get a little bit more concerning, because I don't want nothing to happen to them in the wintertime. So, excuse me. yeah, we're gonna clear out that area a little bit. I got a couple ideas, simple ideas, to get them to where they can be good. I've got to kind of put it to pen and paper, see what I need for that, and then just build it, and then make sure it's secure where nothing could get in there. I'd love to dig down more to kind of give it more of a baseline so nothing can dig in, but it's so rocky out here. I mean, I tell people I can grow rocks, but what color of rock do you need? You know, do you want it to sparkle? Do you want, you know, what the kids call little fossils, you know, imprinted in there? But our property is real rocky. That's why I don't have a mower. I just weed eat everything. As time goes, we'll get stuff, you know, more squared away on that end of it. But we're just trying to get it to, I say, get the simpler stuff out the way and then move forward from there. So, yeah, as I get some of the ideas down and how I want to design it, like I said, it's fairly simple what I got in my head, but bringing it to reality is a little bit different. So, yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on that portion of it and just get the chickens going. If we can ever catch Houdini, go from there. That guy, man, I tell you what, she is just all over the place. But yeah, we'll try to get that, keep you guys updated on all of that. So, not a whole lot going on today. Like I said, it's pretty warm right now, or pretty cool right now. I can tell it's getting a little bit warmer. Probably just because I'm walking around, and I had me a Red Bull this morning. Probably not the best thing to do on these hotter days, but man, it tasted good this morning. Yeah, let's go. Let's see what the chickens are up to today. You lay me any breakfast? No? Okay. They're doing pretty good. Like I say, we need to get this cleaned out a little bit more. And like I said, I kind of want to make it a little bit taller. This is great for, I think when we start to expand our chickens down the road, you know, once we get kind of a better housing. I thought about just taking this pin here that Shane gave me, and moving it. I don't know where yet. We'll cross that bridge when we get to that point. But moving it out and just having this as like our like introduction for any new chickens that we get. Or, you know, I don't know. We've talked about expanding our farm eventually, or our homestead. Not quite a farm yet. I just don't know what else. There's a gal that I went to school with. She's got an awesome little farm going. But she's got rabbits. I don't know about rabbits. I don't know much about them. My dad and them used to raise them whenever he was younger, and my granddad. So, I like to see how that goes. See what that's about. Sorry about that. Phone accidentally hit stop record. So I was sitting there talking for a while, and then I realized that I wasn't recording. So anyways, yeah, wanted to see what kind of the rabbits are about. I don't know. We're still playing around with other animals and stuff. It would just be a matter of like getting everything set up, pen wise, cost of food, all that. But that's future plans. We got a lot of other projects that I need to prioritize first. Chickens, the garden. is up there. It's plans, steps on that we want to do. I'd really like to start getting to where I can start expanding the tiny house out. We want to get rid of, basically I'm going to end up tearing that sucker down. That way we'll have that room there. I want to see about my neighbor taking this tree out. That way I can expand right there. We're going to add probably 2 more bedrooms. And then either a full bath or a half bath. We don't know yet. Kind of depends on when we get to that point. We don't know about moving all the kitchen over. We thought about just leaving the kitchen where it's at, and then enclosing the porch here over where the laundry room is, closing that in, and then just expanding out over this way and just basically having a bigger living room, couple of bedrooms, and another bathroom, and then turning what is our living room now, expanding that out for our kitchen and kind of dining room, I guess you would say. Turn that into the dining room area. So we ended up taking down that ladder that we have in there and building proper stairs for it. Since we would be expanding out, that'd be a little bit better. But little Mr. Avery, he likes to climb. As a matter of fact, I need to find a rope for the ladder. The one we got in there is currently slowly starting to tear. So, but anyways, yeah, that's just some of the ideas that we plan on doing. I know it's kind of a weird video this week. Not doing a whole lot. We've just been soaking up the AC. Just, we didn't really plan on doing much. Like I said, we got the truck paid off, so we were just happy about that. So we just kind of like, okay, cool, let's just bask in the no payment of the truck no more. So that was a big thing for us this weekend. So but yeah, still pretty early today, so we'll see kind of what happens today. I know Jackson will be like, let's go on a walk. Kind of wish he was up now. Then we can go on a walk while it's cooler. But anywho, yeah, we'll just keep you guys tied in and see what we do for the rest of the day here. So we'll holler at y'all here in a little bit. Hey folks, I think we're gonna probably cut this video short here. I was out here earlier and getting ready to get started on some stuff, and man, I just got so hot and I started not feeling too well, so I decided to call it quits on doing anything outside right now. I don't know, just wasn't up for it. We did take care of the raccoon. Jackson said whenever he came over there to the chickens just a minute ago, they had just laid an egg, so he's gonna give it a minute or two and get back out there and grab it before it stays out in this heat too long. So, but appreciate y'all watching. We're hoping that we can get some stuff done and in the coming week. Realized today whenever I was walking out here, I got a couple of ideas of how I want to take care of some of the unevenness of the ground, so that'll be way down the road on dealing with that. But yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. If I can, it'll be in this video. If not, I'll try to get it into a later video of kind of the idea of the greenhouse that we're wanting to do, and kind of an idea of the chicken coop too. So but appreciate y'all watching and everything, and y'all have a great week. Stay cool. If you're in a cool area, enjoy it. So we'll holler at y'all next time. See ya.